Do you want to learn how to build this epic little hobbit house? If you do, be sure to stick around to the end of the video and I will show you just how easy it is. Hey guys, what's going on? It's Ogie here, and today I'm bringing you a new episode of Minecraft How to Build series, and today we're going to do something really cool, which is going to be a small Minecraft hobbit house. So, as you're probably wondering, I do not have my webcam on, and this is simply because my webcam is out of order. But this will not stop us from creating our tutorial, so what we're going to really quickly do is create a small doorway, just like so, with stripped oak wood like this. Then you're going to come inside and place a spruce door. So this is going to be your main entrance into the house. Your next step after this here will be to create kind of the area all the way around the house. So what you're going to want to do is very simply grab oak stairs and place them in this shape here. You're going to want to do them upside down on both of the sides like so, and what you're going to do is you're going to use spruce trapdoors like so to go all the way around the building. This will give us a nice effect for the door, like a circle shape. After this here, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to grab a few logs. I'm going to use oak logs for this tutorial. You're going to build up like so, up by one more, and all the way across, just like this here. And then once you hit this corner again, you will go up by 4, just like this. So as you can see, we are starting to get the main shape of the house, and this is essentially what we're kind of going to use on the outside and the area around it. Then what you're going to do is you're going to want to recreate the whole scenario all the way on the other side yet again, except this one here will go up by 3 blocks, and we're going to expand it out by 1 more. So it's going to look something very similar to this here. You want to make sure all the wood logs are pointing all the way forwards. Oh, destroyed one by accident. So there we go. So we're currently sitting with something very similar to this. Our next step then is to grab some oak wood slabs, which are these here. And what we're going to really simply do is we're really simply just going to put them all the way across like this here, with 1 extra on the middle. Then we're going to drop down by 1. We're going to go down by a few more, and we're going to want it to go up perfectly like so. So this will look actually very, very nice. Then what you're going to want to do is grab your oak stairs and place them across all the way like so, and you're going to want to do this on both of these sides. Then what you'll do is you'll grab your oak planks and you'll go all the way across here and fill this out. You can also fill this here gap in with your oak slabs. So you're going to want to make sure everything is looking nice and neat. Then what you'll want to do is you'll want to make sure that everything's kind of working across smoothly, so you'll be expanding everything out exactly the way it is. So you'll go out just like so, and you'll get a nice effect of kind of that circly gap. Then what you'll want to do is you'll want to expand this out by 2 blocks just like so. And what you'll want to do is then grab 2 buttons and put the 2 oak wood buttons on the sides like this here. So we're currently sitting with a shape of the house exactly like this. Now that we have this awesome shape of the house, what we want to do is we'll simply add a bit of style. So what we're going to do is we're going to add our oak wood stairs simply all the way around these slabs like so. So this will make it so that it seems kind of more 3D and looks a little bit nicer. Then you're going to get your trapdoors and essentially put them in across all of the sides like this. All of the sides will make it seem much nicer, and you want to go all the way across. Then what you want to do is very simply put the oak wood stairs upside down on these pillars here, which will make it that much nicer. Then from this point here, we're going to add a few staircases going down like so. This will make it seem a little bit more 3D and give it that extra bit of depth. Then we're going to add another part to the roof just like this. So as you can see, the whole place is kind of shaping up very, very nicely. Then what you're going to want to do now is grab a lantern. Oh, my bad. And really quickly, you're going to place the lantern up on this block here so that it shines some light into the house. Then what you're going to do is place the lantern on these blocks here, which will make it seem even nicer. And grab some oak wood stairs and place them upside down like so again. Then on this part here, what you'll want to do is you'll want to extend them out by one and all the way across, so that it seems like it's going all the way smoothly and it's looking nicely. I'm going to grab the trapdoor, as I didn't do this side here. I'm going to really quickly just place that down like so and close it off. So as you can see, the whole kind of design of this here is shaping up to be very, very nice. So currently we're sitting with an entrance into the house looking something very similar to this. But we're not finished just yet. We want to add our stairs going all the way out here as well. So our shape of the house is currently looking something like this, which, if you ask me, is very, very awesome and looks very, very nice, especially with the bright light shining directly towards it. So now that we're almost finished with our with the inside of the house, what is our next step is simply to put a few more upside down staircases over here, which will give us a nice kind of circle touch and another trapdoor going upside down like so. So as you can see, the entrance into the house will be absolutely amazing and it will look absolutely beautiful. The next step then is to do the inside of the house, and we will get into that very, very shortly. The next step then is to dig out the house inside of the cave. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to make a hole or a cave in a square shape. You're going to want to go out 7 by 7, so you're going to go out each way by 3 blocks, just like so. And then what you're going to want to do is dig out that way by 3 blocks and 1 block down, just like this. So you're going to essentially have a free high entrance with a small drop down on the bottom. I'm going to dig this out really quickly and show you what that will look like. So now that I dug out our first kind of cave, or the area that we're going to live in, what you want to do is you want to grab some oak wood planks. So you're going to grab some oak wood planks and replace all of the corners going all the way up, just like so. You want to make sure that the oak wood planks are looking all the way up, as this is going to be the base of our house. So extra block at the top, looking all the way down, and you're going to make sure that this is the same, this is the exact same on all of the corners. So now that we have this done, what you want to do is replace the roof with some oak planks. So what you're going to do is simply replace everything with oak plank roof. So as you can see, I've added a few lanterns around the corners. What you're going to want to do next is dig 1 block down and replace the whole floor and the walls on this side and this side completely with wooden planks. So I've actually decided to change my mind and use stripped oak wood to go all the way around the side of our entrance. What you're going to want to do then is place one slab or one staircase like this here, and 2 all the way around the sides, leading you all the way up to the door of the house. And we're currently sitting with a small house that looks exactly like this here. However, we are not done yet. We still have a small mission to expand the house a little bit, and we're going to do that very shortly. So what you're going to do is you're going to want to duplicate this room over there yet again. So you're going to want to dig out by 6 more blocks to make another 7 by 7 square, since you've already got your first pillar built. So we're currently sitting with a small hut like this here. What you're going to want to do next is you're going to want to create another room that way and another room that way to finish off all of our rooms. So I'm going to really quickly do this and show you what that will look like. So we currently have a small house like this, which is looking very, very sharp, but it's still missing a few small bits and pieces. So what you want to do is you want to make sure that your hobbit house has circular entrances into different rooms, and to do so, what you're going to want to do is grab small oak wood stairs, and you're going to want to place some slabs all the way, or not slabs, some trapdoors all the way across the top, just like so. Although actually, now that I think about it, in the middle, if you put a slab like this and a small trapdoor in the middle, that will just do fine. You're going to want to make sure that you're doing this here on an entrance to every single room, so it looks very, very smoothly and the style will be consistent. So as you can see, the whole place is starting to kind of shape up very, very nicely, especially with the additions of extra blocks, just like so. So the more kind of tweaks you do to this little house, the more hobbit-like it will feel. I personally think that this house is a very nice house to build, and I would highly recommend you try it. It's very, very simple to do, and as you can see, it looks very, very nicely. But of course, you're going to want to add in a little bit of extra light here wherever possible, as at the minute it does seem a little bit dark. So my recommendations for this here is every corner after the after each of the buildings, like this, after each of the entrances, apologies, and you're going to want to do it on every single side. So as you can see, we have them here. We're going to add them here, which will be essentially a bit further out because the area is a bit bigger. So this is working extremely well. And then what you're going to do is just drop a single one down in the middle, or even a double one in the middle. No, we'll go for single one, and that should light up the whole room for everywhere you go. And as you can see, works very nicely with this shaders pack as well. Next one, what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to move on to our decorations. So our next step is to make a nice little chest room. So what you're going to want to do is simply make double chests in the bottom left corner of the house, just like so, with a single chest going all the way in the middle. And everything will kind of shape up to look very nicely once done. And as you can see, this will use up a whole lot of space, although it will create so much storage that you can use in your small house. Then what you're going to do is, this room here is the room that we're going to turn into our small bedroom. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab some beds. We're going to make a double bed for ourselves yet again. And as we are hobbits, what we're going to do is we're going to use black beds. So what you want to do is place a bed in the middle, just like so. With this time we're going to make a wooden bed, so we're going to go all the way around like so, and we're going to use half slabs going all the way across the bed, just like this. That means you get a nice big bed that you can lie across. Then what you're going to do is place two chests on each side of the bed. And across here, what we're going to do is we're going to grab a nice little painting and simply put it up in front of us. There we go, that's our painting here. And what you're going to want to do is you're going to try to get the bigger painting possible. You don't want the painting to be too big, so what I'm going to do is simply put that across, and that's yet too big yet again. There we go, almost, we're almost there. You just need to use a few blocks just to kind of get the correct size for your painting. So let's see. What we're gonna do is we're just simply gonna do a double painting like this here, which will look very nicely. You're also gonna want to add a few decorations by adding a small crafting bench at the bottom, so that you can use stuff inside of your house. And what we're gonna do is essentially we're gonna put two ender rods on each side of the TV as well. Then below that, what you're going to do is add a small fence, just like so, which will, oh, my bad. Okay, fences won't work in this scenario apparently. I'm not too sure what happened, but the fences don't want to work for me, so I'm really quickly going to put this here up again, just like so, and see if we can get a painting up again. There we go, we're going to use the wither instead, and apparently the fences won't take up the space, and I understand because they are a little bit bigger. So what we're going to do is we're going to put trapdoors just like so, and then what you can do is you can grab some pots and put a few plants down. And as we know, hobbits love to farm, so adding in a few pots over here will be very nice indeed. I'm going to grab two small flowers and simply put them in each one of the pots. So as you can see, the house is looking extremely nice on the inside. Also, what you can do with this space here is you can add a few kind of quirks and a few designs that you might like or a hobbit might have in the house. For this scenario, what I'm going to do is I'm simply going to put in a few bits of plants, maybe another small pot or a little bit of kind of comfort around the house. So what I've decided that we're going to use is we're going to use some carpet. We're going to use white carpet to go all the way around the bed, and it's going to make a nice floor underneath everything around here. So as you can see, the bedroom will have a white carpet entrance, so that whenever you go into bed you can just lie down and it will look very nicely. So that's our bedroom finished. Then whenever it comes to this room here, we're going to keep the floor simply wooden, as there's nothing really spectacular about it, and it's not our bedroom. Bedroom's the one we usually want to be the most comfy. In the middle, what you're going to want to do is you're going to place an anvil here with your furnace and another double chest going right beside it. This means, oh my bad, there we go, with a furnace here and a double chest beside it. That just means that you can create as much kind of needed items as possible. And then what you're going to do is you're going to simply want to add a few more furnaces going on each side, simply like this here. So we're going to have a double furnace going up here and a double furnace going all the way up here, and then that will finish off this wall over there. We still have a few places to decorate, which we need to make a little bit nicer. And what I'm thinking that will make this here look really nice is a small waterfall that will be inside of the house. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab some water, just like so, and we're going to let the water drop all the way down like this. Then what we're going to want to do is add a few more blocks, going all the way out like that, so that we don't see any of the stone that's below the house. So we're going to have two water pillars going all the way across the house to make it a little bit more natural. I know this might not always be in a hobbit house, but especially me, whenever I'm building a hobbit house, I like to add some water going all the way down on our entrance. So we have some nice water inside of the house that reflects the light very, very nicely. Next thing what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to add a few hoppers on this side here. Simply so that you can put a few extra items in it. So this is going to be like a small kitchen area. So there we go, we have a furnace, we have the hopper, and on the other side what we'll do is we'll use our crafting table yet again. This will kind of add a little bit more depth to the house, just like so, and we'll add a small chest on this side here. So as you can see, this is shaping up to be rather a nice little house. What you can also do then is you can place some carpet all the way on the start of the house, except this time around we're going to use light grey carpet. There we go. So we're going to put light grey carpet going all the way around here. So as you can see, it will lead into our main room around the back. We're going to finish off our main room around the back as well with some extra carpet, except from the chest room. So this is essentially going to be like a small walkway with a small area here, and you can add anything you want here. You can put an armor stand, whatever you'd like. I'm going to really quickly do the carpet here before we do that, and I'm going to show you what that would look like. So now that I've added a little bit of carpet in around the house, except from the last room, what we're going to do here is we're going to come back and put an armor stand right beside our waterfall, so it looks nice and smooth. And there you have it. You've got a nice armor stand right beside the house, waterfall. And then what you can do is you can add a small banner inside of the house as well. For the sake of this here, we're going to use a simple white banner, and we're simply going to place it all the way up here. My bad, I broke the wrong blocks. There we go. And we're going to place the banner simply standing over here like so. So that can actually go all the way down to the floor. I'm not sure if... Actually, you know what? We can put the banner a little bit higher. Oh, I can't destroy it apparently. There we go. I'm wrecking the house instead. There we go. Gonna fix this up, and yes, so what we'll do is we'll place the banner all the way down here. I keep placing on the wrong block. There we go. We want the banner to be kind of on its own, like a stand-up like so. There we go. Finally, the banner standing on its own legs. I couldn't get it standing straight, so apologies for that. But there we have it. This is going to be our entrance. We're going to have our armor, a small house banner. If you have a pillager banner, that will do nicely in here as well. And a small hobbit house on the inside. I'm also going to finish off this room here by adding some carpet, as I think that would kind of just give it that final touch. We're going to use dark grey carpet. There we go. So I think with the chest inside, this will look very, very smooth, and it will kind of add that hobbit-like feeling. As we all know, hobbits like to be comfortable. So a small house with a little bit of nice carpet all the way through it, and a few different rooms makes it look absolutely amazing. So what our last mission here will be to finish off by kind of touching up the outside of the house. As we know, hobbits like to live in nice areas that are well lit up with nice plants and additional stuff all the way across. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to grab some leaves and essentially put the leaves all the way around the sides like so, in the small gaps that we can see all the way out here. So leaves will lead, all the way there, and what we are missing here is another staircase. I completely forgot about that, apologies. So there we go. So you're going to want to add a few leaves going all the way across it, kind of protecting the house very, very nicely. Also, hobbits have like a nice little walkway leading into the house, so what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to make sure that the ground is looking nicely like almost a small path. So I'm going to grab an iron spade and I'm going to make the path nice and walkable for any hobbits that could pass by. So as you can see, this is shaping up to look very, very nicely. I'm actually going to destroy this and put a standard grass block here, and there we go, all the way to the edge, just like so, and we're going to finish off by simply creating a nice little path. So there we go, this is going to be our path leading into the house, and what you're going to want to do here, just to kind of finish it off on the outside and kind of make it a little bit nicer, is we're going to make a few lampposts, just like so. So we're going to make two lampposts on each side, just like this. That will kind of give the light everywhere around the area of the house, which is essentially the main idea of it. So the lamps will go all the way forward, and what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to grab a lantern. Oh, I'm spelling it completely wrong. There we go. And put a lantern on each side of this house. And we're going to finish with something very, very much like this here, which, if you ask me, looks absolutely amazing. Looks like a fantastic walkway into the Hobbit area and into the Hobbit town. So yeah, let me know if you enjoyed this tutorial, and if you did, be sure to slap the like button. Also, if you're new to my channel, be sure to hit the subscribe button. That will help me grow so much, and I would really appreciate it. But this has been it for this tutorial, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Uggy here, have an awesome day, and goodbye.